Hey everyone, what is up? It's Joe from TheTechSlugs. In today's video, I just want to run over some quick networking tips so you guys can have as much cache power, in other words, how many phones you can have connected to your internet without having lag or problems on your other devices. Your parents may be trying to watch Netflix or something, or I don't know, other people in your house are trying to do something and you're hogging all the bandwidth. I'm going to talk about ways you can prevent this and ways you can get more for your current internet plan without having to pay more monthly to your internet service provider. So, with that being said, I'm just going to share my experience today as far as what I've had problems with, what I tried, what worked, what didn't, when it came to trying to get 14 phones running in my house without bogging down my parents at the same time. And by the way, we haven't even upgraded our internet since then, so we're still paying the same thing we were a year ago when I just had one cell phone, or I don't know how long it was. I've had lots of cell phones for a while, but anyway, let's get started. So it happened about 2.5 months ago. It got to the point where I had 6 cell phones. The wire management video was really one of the breaking points where I realized that I couldn't keep expanding unless if I figured something out with my internet. Basically what was happening was I tried to run my devices upstairs in my room. I'm in the corner of the house, so I'm away from the router that's in the office. And I was getting tons of lag. I was getting tons of slow loading times. If I wanted to game with my friends or something on Xbox, or if I wanted to surf the web, I couldn't do it because those phones were hogging up so much bandwidth. My mother was complaining when she wanted to watch Netflix because it wouldn't buffer. I was taking up all the bandwidth in the house. So my first tip to you guys that I did was I started looking into new routers that I could purchase that would make life a whole lot less stressful, and the router would just boost all of our connections. So this is the router I have, guys. This is an ASUS RT-68U, something like this. I don't remember the exact model. I'll leave a link in the description. I'm not telling you guys which router to buy. You buy whatever you want. You just Google top routers of 2015 or whatever year this is, and you'll find a good router. I also, in my room, have bought myself my own cable modem. It's down there. It's that blue thing shining. I can't remember the model number, but it was pretty expensive for a modem if you ask me. And this is part of the first tip of routers and such. You gotta buy a better router. I mean, this is what I was using before. Look at that thing. That is a $20 ISP provided router. We were paying a monthly fee for it. It was running in the basement, struggling to get the whole way up to my room with signal. So this was moved to the basement, this thing right here, and I was getting pretty good signal at that point. But then I expanded to 9 phones, or sorry, excuse me, I had 6, and then I bought 5 more, and then that was a giant spike. That's almost double of what I had. So this giant spike even caused more problems, and we were back to where we were. So since I have Comcast as my internet provider, I have cable modem. So what we did was I realized that wherever there was a cable jack, I could have a modem set up, and I could have a router also. So this was really nice because I could put the router right in my room and have great signal in my room, and also in the basement I had bought my father another router. I'll leave a link in the description to this router too, because this router is a budget one. It's only $90 compared to the $200 ASUS RT-68U. That's kind of overkill for most people. It has a lot of bells and whistles you may not need, features that won't be necessary to you for getting better signal, just other configuration options for the router itself. So he has that, and then he has a modem in the basement that he runs his stuff off of, his Netflix and his work computer and such. And then I have one in my room that I use, that I had bought along with my own cable modem. So that's tip number 2. Location. Put the router in a place where it's going to be easily accessible and have great signal throughout the house. Since I have cable, I'm fortunate enough where I can run it basically anywhere I want, wherever there's a cable jack. The monthly fee is not that much more with Comcast for having 2 modems. I don't care. I'll pay the few bucks. It doesn't bother me. For this, for the less stress involved with it, it's perfectly worth it. Also, guys, look into what internet provider you have. If you have AT&T or Verizon, you most likely have fiber optic. If you have Comcast, you obviously have cable. It really depends on what provider you have. Fiber optic's nice. It can get pretty fast, a lot faster than cable. Those are the 2 most common kinds of internet nowadays. Nobody has DSL anymore, or dial-up. I don't expect you to have that. But yeah, with fiber optic, you don't need a modem to invest in. You just need a router that plugs into the Ethernet port. And also for the modem I had purchased, this had boosted our internet, even though it shouldn't have. I mentioned on the Facebook group one time, I have 50 megabits per second internet, and I should only have 25 with the triple play plan we're on with Comcast. Invest in a good modem. The one I have is really nice. I think it's one of the best, really. For some reason, somebody on my street must be paying for more internet, so I'm like tapping into their 105 megabits plan, and I'm getting some of that. I don't know. Don't tell Comcast, though, because I have more internet than I should have, and it is in part with this modem because there was a big spike, about 15 extra megabits once I bought this modem. And yeah, guys, those are a couple of my tips. I noticed a lot of you guys were asking me these questions of how to network and what you need to do to get better internet without having to pay extra to the cable company or whoever your internet provider is. Those are a few of my tips. This is my experience with it and how you can get more internet without having to pay extra. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you later, and have fun making money. Oh, yeah, and here we are with my stuff. It's kind of like a plugin that adds functionality to make more money with apps. I am going to be explaining something called Engage to you all, so I'm going to navigate to swagbucks.com. This is a place I can show you Engage, or something that's very